It's so good to have you back here at RevSpike.com. Lots of great things going on in the world today. Hopefully in your world you're having a fantastic time. Listen, we're in this week's topic of history and the value that it is to your life. Some people run from their history, some people avoid history, but it's such a learnable pattern that we want to glean from. The two things just quickly today that I think are just vital for you and I to understand. And one of the things I love about the Bible, it's so effective at communicating both of these. And the first is in 1 Chronicles. I've been in Chronicles lately, and over in the 1 Chronicles, like the first 8 chapters, it is this ongoing list of names and families and people and all kinds of history of those that have been involved in doing what God wanted them to do, and really just a litany of names and things you don't even know what they did, but they were just in there. They were just cataloged chapter after chapter after chapter. And I believe what it's communicating, and one of the things that it's letting us know, is that, listen, we're not the first people on planet Earth to go through what we're going through. We're not the first ones to arrive at these challenges, obstacles, these thought patterns, these misunderstandings, these complications, these difficulties. There is a world history of people that have gone through things worse than you've gone through. You know, sometimes when we're facing challenges, or sometimes when we're up against something and we feel very isolated, we feel like we're all alone, and we feel like the weight of the world is on us, and that the whole thing could fall apart if we don't achieve and step up to. And of course we want to progress, and of course we want to be all that we're designed to be. But one of the great things about understanding history is that there are gazillions of people before us that have gone through things and came out all right. There are people through the ages, maybe not facing the exact same circumstance, but the same mental, emotional, relational, spiritual situation, and they made it through. And I just want to encourage you, be inspired by the history of other people's lives. That's the value in biographies and autobiographies, is understanding what people have gone through that isn't so unsimilar to what you're experiencing. And the second thing that goes hand in hand with that is, sometimes we have things happen in our life and we just feel like it's the end of the world as we know it, as our band REM would sing decades ago. But the idea that the whole thing is shutting down, like, oh my goodness, it's all coming to an end. And that's the way the disciples even felt. Can you imagine when Jesus on the cross, and they had all their hopes, all their stocks, all their eggs in that one basket, and it cratered. I mean, it died. It went into the earth, and they just were like, what are we going to do now? Everything that we thought is not turning out like we thought. I don't know if you've ever had that experience where you had great expectations, where you had ideas of how things might go, and then it didn't turn out that way. And it feels like the whole world's going to stop. I'm just shutting everything down. That's what the disciples, they just kind of didn't know what to do. Of course, came back on the scenes a few days later, everything started changing again. And that's the truth for you and I in our own worlds. And that one of the things that we can learn from history is that, you know what? The sun is going to rise tomorrow. A new day is going to be upon us, and new opportunities to make new decisions, to restore, to revive, to renew, and to get back to the place where it doesn't feel like the world is just going to end on you. And so, man, history is good for both your personal, knowing that who you are is, you're not the only one, and then also for the world that you're living in and all the stuff you're going through, it's not over yet. And so the world will keep spinning, and it's good to have those two little pieces of nuggets when you're facing challenges. So, man, God bless you guys. Hope you have a great day.